With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They go play action with Burrow. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They go play action here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Delayed give to Foster. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Now here's Young. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third and short yardage. Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. We're scoreless after 1. They're going to go for it now. 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run for it. Lynch. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And shedding a man at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Foster running left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Foster.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But they'll run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Young flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Young to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
That is caught.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A first down carry for Foster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And now they'll shift things around.
Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First and goal, Foster. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Arian Foster taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On play action, Young steps away.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? It's desperation time. Young on 4th down, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
18
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Going up the middle, Foster. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
They'll run it with Williams. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown!
Meg, how you feeling? You feeling better? How you feeling, Meg? Are you feeling a little bit better now, or how's it coming? You feeling better? Damn, wait a minute. What's going on? How you feeling, Meg? Are you feeling a little bit better now, or how? All right, good. That's good to hear. I need you back 100%, girl.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked
I
about
pinned your comment. Does it show on the page that I pinned to subscribe to the channel comment?
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by.
What you cooked today, though? I know you be cooking something good, so go ahead and give it to me. What you cooked, girl?
The responsibility he has and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Okay, cool. Shout out to Meg, my first moderator. Shout out to Meg, big ups. We gonna grow this channel. When we get to the top, Meg, dinner on me, girl. Dinner and trips on me, girl.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20.
Damn.
Bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Do you gotta cook like that all the time? Like, damn, that shit sounds good. Shit. I need some of that in my life.
The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. That was their first 3rd down.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. Hey, look, I cook like that for myself too. It's just me too, so me and my baby girl, me and my daughter, so I feel you. Trust me, I feel you. But that should be sounding so delicious. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it sounds like you just be doing all Southern food. Like, that's what's up. Couldn't go wrong with that.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
When you gonna make some oxtails? I ain't heard you say nothing about no oxtails. When you gonna make some tails?
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the
Come on now.
there.
I need to intercept that, buddy.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some
yards
here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and
oxtails over some rice, some cabbage, some cornbred. Oh yeah, that sounds like some it. Let's go. Let's get it. Dog meat. Let's go.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4.
Yeah, oxtails. Nothing wrong with some tails.
The defense almost relaxed and said, "We got this covered." And then all of a sudden,
I just don't believe that there's that many oxtails out here. How many oxes is running around? They running around with no tails if there is any. Get him. Come on now. Oh my God.
And he's going to be pushed
Oh my God.
Inside the 10-yard
I need my
line.
medicine. Let me get my
First and
medicine.
goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on fourth and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively.
Shout out to everybody in the building. What's up? Y'all pulling up. What's good? Jump in the chat. Let me know where y'all viewing from.
And you're thin on the
What's y'all football
levels,
team?
then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Y'all team play today? Did they win? My team is on right now. We playing
the chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
I gotta take a look back and see.
Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Oh, oxtails come from a cow. Ah! Don't hold me to that. All right, man. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, chat. I just eat the motherfuckers. I didn't know where Anna would come from. My bad, chat. Players fuck up too. All right.
They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're the first drive of the game, so it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game.
Oxtails come from a cow, you silly rabbit.
Put on you and points scored.
Meg said oxtails come from a cow, you damn jackass. You don't know where the fuck a tail come from? Nah, it says oxtail, so I thought it was from an ox. I'm just being so fucking, I guess, typical thinking.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look,
that's funny.
Between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
All right, let me lock in, chat. We got to get back. We 1-1 so far. It's the road to the Super Bowl. We're trying to get to the Super Bowl. I got to do some smashing. Pause. I got to get these dudes up out of here. Come on, he finna quit on us? What he doing, chat? He finna put the cheat code in? What he doing? Watch him, chat. Watch that nigga for me. I don't know what he doing, chat. What he doing?
Even aliens may start carrying out experiments on their toes.
Lil West, come on, bro. You trying to say something to me, player? Man, what is this guy doing? Bro. Alright, well, while he's on pause, what's up, chat? Let me get up with my people, my good peoples, man. This dude right here is time wasting. Soul food cookout at Meg House. Potluck party at Meg House. Soul food only. I'm bringing gumbo. Come on, dude. There we go. Made me forget the fucking play I was doing. Alright.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner.
You mess with that gumbo, Meg? You use that gumbo?
2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch.
Come on,
and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I got
It'll
you,
go as a
player.
loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Off the play fake, Young rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
I got you, player. Yeah, go ahead and keep playing like that, Lil West. Yeah, let's eat.
79 yards.
Jambalaya, I love jambalaya too. I love jambalaya too. Come on, baby, sit down.
The pocket's still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big
Let's
play
go,
we just
Chargers.
saw there downfield.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Since you from down south, hey, you be eating that crawfish, man? I ain't never had crawfish, but you be eating that crawfish?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Foster, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
What? You love it. Oh, my God. What does that taste like? Like, oh, my God, I just can't stomach the... I can't just get past looking at it to eat it. Give me that. That's mine.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Yeah, it looks bad. It looked like a poor fish, like poor fish. Like nobody should be eating this like this. Like
Short throw hauled in by
I just can't get past it. I don't know. That shit is like some fear factor shit to me. It's like fear factor.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action. It's Burrow.
Come on, these little under routes.
Back to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Yeah, fear factor for me, for sure, for sure. I ain't gonna hold you. It's certain shit that if it just don't look right, I'm just not gonna eat it. I don't care if you say that shit tastes like fucking some strawberry roses or some shit like. If I don't look right to me, that shit won't get consumed.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Burrow will throw.
No.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Burrow's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps.
Come on, lock in, lock in.
Not just to
Let's
follow
go, vote up.
from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Young on 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay.
Christian Barmore getting
That's
in there
right.
to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about
Yeah, that's
ready
my
to
little
get this
princess
next
right
drive
there.
underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you
Yes,
think
baby.
more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when
Yeah,
you're talking
you
about
pretty.
extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
Let's go.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Reek
go.
Woolen.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect
Let's go.
that lead going into the locker room.
Damn. Come on, man. Let's get it. Come on.
First down, but it
Regroup,
winds
regroup.
up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A play fake. Now Young being chased out left.
There we go.
Bears
Let's
it
eat.
out toward the corner of the
Let's
end
eat.
zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Puka Nacua.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
You know what? That's a good question, Meg. I don't know if he was a wrestler, but Pat McAfee, from my knowledge, always been in the NFL. He's been a kicker. So I don't know. That is a good question. Because I'm through thinking there was a Pat McAfee in wrestling.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Okay. Okay. You know what? He do commentary. Probably was him. You know, that's what the football players do when they retire from football. They go to commentary. So you might be right, girl. You know a little something about some football, huh?
Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Come on, let the clock run out then. That's on you, player. Let's go. We gonna eat. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Walking back.
We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Are you a huge wrestling fan? Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? I don't really know about the real new ones, but of all time, who's your favorite wrestler?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Dusty Rhodes. All right, that's different. Dusty Rhodes. I remember Dusty Rhodes, too. I remember Dusty Rhodes. There you go. All right. He quit shut. 2-1. Is that 2-1? Don't laugh at me though. I used to like the Ultimate Warrior. I don't know what it was. I think it was that bench press. I used to like the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, that was my guy right there. I don't know. That guy was crazy. He used to come out just running to the ring and shit. Like, he was ready. He was ready.
Moon is very close to Earth. If aliens lived on the moon, we may start seeing aliens in our everyday life. Thirdly, if aliens lived on the moon, humans may have to take permission
Who's Miss Elizabeth?
before landing their spacecraft on moon. Fourthly, the moon is said to influence the tides in our oceans. If aliens lived on the moon,
I'm not familiar with Miss Elizabeth.
the tides. Fifthly, if aliens lived on the moon, aliens might shut off the light of the moon. Our nights might become much, much darker. Lastly, if aliens lived on the moon, there's almost no
Okay. Got you. Hey, that was a tight. Hey, that dude was kind of tight too. Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yeah, he was a beast. Ooh yeah, that's what that boy. Ooh yeah, come see me, Macho Man Randy Savage.
With Charles Davis as always.
He used to hate Hulk Hogan.
Charles, you talk about
Hulk Hogan was his rival.
I think it begins and ends
He hated the Hulk.
Quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks.
What about JYD? You didn't like JYD?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, he was. He was all right.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Young off the play fake. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game.
He got me. He got me.
Disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 21.
Offensive linemen, because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here's Williams throwing on first down. Throwing left side, he's touchdown, Seahawks. Rob Gronkowski from 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here is Young. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. It's Young off play action. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Peyton up the middle. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Off play action. Williams. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
On the give, here comes Peyton. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw. Williams. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Williams on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Dillon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my bet.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Olstad in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Rolling to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Peyton.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Dillon up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
19,000.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On 1st and 10, Young on the move to his left.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 36 yards. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Williams, off play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw. Williams.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Looking to throw. Williams.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
This is 1st and 10. Young.
Steps away. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Young.
Keeps himself upright. He'll buy some time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Young to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Right to the air is Jackson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 49er, Deion Sanders.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll run with Lynch. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go. 50 red. 50 red.
Now Hall to start the drive. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They go bootleg. Love. They'll roll him out right.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Lynch. Gets past 1 man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's Young. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The 20. 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. An inside run with Lynch. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Throwing, Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Sheds off the tackle.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Following the interception, Young. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Larry Fitzgerald, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Lynch running right. Down the numbers. fires. There he goes.
Down the right sideline.
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Young to throw on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers are back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And that one makes it 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Young looks to throw on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
2nd and 10.
They'll run again with Lynch. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Young to throw it.
Open man downfield, it's Fitzgerald.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Young. Forced out to his left. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, Young. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. That's caught at the 25.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Young dancing to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
To throw, Young. Rolling to his right.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Tucker's kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though.
Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Young. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Young. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
To the air once more, Young.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And Lynch will power his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Young on first down, rolling to his left. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Young steps away to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Young.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 70 yards. And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for two. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a give running left with Lynch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, Lynch.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Young.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st down.
Now Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Oh, what a move. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. Being chased out left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flushed out right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Lynch up the middle. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Now Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, the run with Lynch.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Coming right, this is Lynch on the toss play. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Second and 7.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Now Lynch, left side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
3rd and 8.
Young will set to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll run with Lynch, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The play fake, now Young, out to his left.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And
now off to the races down the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now here's Mahomes. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Young off the play fake, dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Young.
Touchdown, Chargers. Larry Fitzgerald, 34 yards.
And the Chargers are able to move back in front.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Lamb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the... Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now Patrick going to change the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Foster.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well,
tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
It's Young off play action. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete to Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to go up top again.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Derek Stingley picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
An inside run with Lynch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action. Young on the move to his left.
That is complete downfield to Gronk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Young looks to throw on first down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Young.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lynch. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Young working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So the defense able to force the interception and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
Now this is going to be...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he's secure.
And now here is another interception.
Off to the races.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Lynch. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake, Young. Flush to his right.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by a former Charger legend, Rodney Harrison. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Griffin.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Bears!
George Pickens
from 19 yards away.
And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Lynch. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Griffin to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Check smash, check smash, check it.
To throw is RG3.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 87 yards. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Steps away. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick. First half.
And all that celebrating that you see because they scored a